welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, I'm Patty, and on Thursdays I bring you home decor on a budget. Today it's all about the red, white, and blue, and I got 5 super easy projects for you to do that won't break the bank, that'll look amazing in your home. If you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Okay, for this one, I'm starting with 2 Dollar Tree star wreath frames. I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint them white, and I'll give you the link to the white that I used in the description, and then I'm painting that star in the blue. Then I'm just going to take my corks, I'm going to put a toothpick in the bottom of them and put them into a styrofoam piece so that I can spray them. I'm just going to spray the fronts, the backs, the sides, and I'm just going to give them one good coat because I don't want to overspray them because I want some of the cork to still show through. Then I'm going to paint the same amount in the blue and the same amount in the red. Then I'm going to start assembling them. I'm just going to start gluing them to my frame. And once you get all these glued together, they will stay together. If you want to use a little bit of E6000 glue on the frame part, you can. But just go ahead and use some hot glue with it so that you can make so it'll go together pretty quickly. And if you don't have a bunch of corks, I'm going to give you a link to a place where I buy my corks. And you can buy a lot of them in bulk if you do a lot of crafts with the corks. And they have a really good price, a lot cheaper than you can get them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Then once you get them figured out exactly how many you want in, not all of mine fit in there. And then I'm just going to take my frame, put it over the top, and I'm going to take some wire and I'm just going to start tying it together. And you want to make sure that you get it tight on all the sides. And then we're going to come back in and paint the wire white because I couldn't find any white wire. If you can find white wire, you can skip that part. Now the star, I painted that with the same blue that I painted the corks with. And I got that at the Dollar Tree as well. And then I'm just going to take that one and I'm just going to hot glue that on top of it. And you can use E6000 glue on that if you want to as well. But mine held together really easily with just the hot glue. Then I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to go ahead and paint all my little wires white. Just to kind of get them hidden. And then I'm going to take a piece of jute, tie it around the top, and that's what I'm going to hang it with. All right, that one was pretty easy and it turned out really cute. Okay, on this one, I'm using 2 wreath frames from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using some shims that I got at Lowe's, some wooden shims, and some paint. I'm just going to take these, and I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. I'm put both the fat ends together and the skinny ends together, and kind of do them at a diagonal where the bottom of the skinny ends overlap. Just figure out exactly where they overlap, and then just kind of span them out, and then just go ahead and make your mark on the back so you know where to put your glue. And be sure and use wood glue because this will hold it together a lot easier. You're just kind of fanning them out a little bit to give them a little bit more meat. Just get them glued in with the wood glue, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to put some little clamps on them to hold them in place. Just make sure the bottom parts are lined up. And then just go ahead and come back in with some clamps. And these clamps I got at Dollar Tree, they're great for everything. They hold real tight. I use them on a lot of my wood projects. Okay, then I'm going to take my wreath. I'm going to cut the outer edge of the large one, and I'm going to cut the inner ring of the small one. Okay, then I'm taking a piece of paper and I'm going to draw an outline of the large circle on it, and then go ahead and cut it out. And this is going to help us to get our center point so that we make sure everything lines up good. And it also will protect your workspace while you're sitting there gluing. Okay, then go ahead and fold it in half, and then in half again, and then one more time. And that'll give you your center point, and it'll help you get some lines lined up there. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my center circle and put it in the center, and I'm going to draw my line from the top to the bottom and to the sides, and that will give me what size that is. And disregard the little wire on it. I was trying something that didn't work, and I'll take it off later. Start lining your pieces up around there, just kind of connecting them, and then I moved them in to make them a little bit tighter, and then I'm going to draw a line to where I want them to stay. So when I draw your line, because we're going to pull them back out, and you'll have exactly where they go. Then pull them out where they're just hanging over about a half an inch on that wire, and then we're going to start gluing them in. And I'm just using some E6000 glue and some hot glue together because I want to make sure that these stay in place. Okay, just keep going until you have all 12 of them done. And if I didn't say that earlier, you're doing 12 and then let them dry. Then I'm taking a coffee lid and I'm just going to cut up to the edge where I have about a quarter of an inch overhang on it. If you don't have a lid this size, you can use a piece of cardboard and just cut it to cover up that opening. You just want to cover the opening. And then I'm just going to take some E6000 glue to glue that down. Okay, now I'm going to take my paint. I'm using some chalk paint. I'm using a blue, a white, and a red, and I'm going to thin them down a little bit with some water because I just kind of want to give it a stained look. I don't want it completely sealed up. So it still looks a little bit rustic and you can still see the paint. You can still see the wood through it. And you're going to paint 4 of them in blue. And then we're going to come back in with the red and then the white. And we're going to paint every other one with the red and the white. And this only took 1 coat of paint on each of them. You don't want to overpaint them. And then do the same thing with the white. You're just kind of giving it a whitewash look. Okay, then I'm going to take 12 stars and I'm just going to paint them with the white chalk paint. And I'm using a toothpick to hold them in place so that I can paint them. After they're dry, I'm going to put 3 of them on each one of the blue pieces. And I'm just going to kind of just randomly diagonal them however you want to. I'm just kind of, you know, offsetting mine a little bit. Then just go ahead and glue them on. And then we're going to take some jute rope, put some glue in the center, and then start wrapping it around. You're just going to go around and around and around on that. And then we're going to do down the sides a little bit of that lid. And if you had cardboard, you can do the same thing because the cardboard will set up off of this too. And I'll give you the link where I got my jute. I bought a big roll of it because I use it on a lot of projects and it goes a long way. Then you're going to start going around the edge to cover up the edge of that lid. And this will also help to make this a little bit more stable too. This piece held together really well. Then just glue that off and we're going to take some jute to make a hanger on it. So just figure out how much you want it to hang. It depends on where you're going to hang it. So make it to the length that you need. And then I'm going to come back in and then glue one of these stars that I got at Dollar Tree on there. And that was pretty much it. It was a pretty cute little piece. Okay, next we're going to take 9 of the little Dollar Tree crates and glue them together. And we're going to make a flag. So take your popsicle sticks, cut them in half. I'm using the large popsicle sticks and I'm just using some wood glue just to attach them. And you don't have to attach every single one of them. Just attach the tops and the bottoms. But be sure and use the wood glue because that's what's going to hold this together. And keep going on until you get all 9 pieces put together. And then on the pieces, the 2 rows, you're going to need to go on a vertical across those to hold those together. Okay, after they're glued and dried, go ahead and take your paint and you're going to go across just the bottom of the 3 crates on the left. And then we're going to paint that with that same blue paint. And we're going to paint that whole section right there blue. And I only did 1 coat on this as well. I did not go back in and do a second coat. Okay, after it's all painted, then we're going to start putting stripes on it. So just go ahead and pull your tape back off. And on the white, I just went ahead and went to the edge. You don't have to put a piece of tape across the top because we're going to come back in with some jute and that would cover up anything that you over painted over the edge. Now on the sections where they're together, you do want to tape those off so you don't get any paint on the opposite side. And if you start from the edge of the paint and paint over instead of into the paint, you won't get any paint on the other one. And then we're going to go ahead and cover up the white because we're going to come back in with the red and do the same thing. And then I did go across the top on that, but you can skip that step and just come and start painting. If you don't paint up into the paint, to the tape, you can kind of get a nice smooth finish. And then when you're doing the stripes that were right next to the red, if you come away from the tape to paint it, you won't get any bleed. Okay, once you get all of those painted, then we're just going to take 13 of the stars. And I got this bag of stars at Michael's. All the stars that I'm using in this came in one bag, and they had different sizes. That one right there is about 1.25 inch star. The first one I did on the first project was about 1 inch. Just kind of space them out how you want them. I lined them up, and then I ended up just kind of turning them a little bit instead of putting them straight up and down. Okay, next I'm going to come back in with some jute, and I'm just going to go across that line, and that will cover up anything. If you over painted over that ledge, then that's not going to worry. You're not going to see it. And then we're going to come back in with a second line and do the same. And then I'm going to take a piece of jute to tie it up on the top so I can hang it. Just come underneath there, figure out how long you want your jute, and then just tie it in. Once you get that tied in, go ahead and glue it as well. I went ahead and secured it with some hot glue after I tied it, just to make sure it doesn't come undone. Okay, there you have it, a cute little star. A cute little flag. Okay, on this one, I'm just taking the Dollar Tree wreath, and I'm going to take some burlap. These are 6-inch burlap, and I got these at Joann's, and I got some at Hobby Lobby. Actually, they're 5.5 inch. You're just going to take them and go underneath the back part on three, and put two of the wires in the middle, and then you're going to take that and you're going to wire it to the frame. So you're just coming in through the outside edge and the inside edge of the 2 wires. And all you're going to do is you're just going to start gathering. Just make sure that your pieces come through straight, and you're just going to start gathering. And you don't have to make sure that there's not like, gathering 2 inches or 3 inches. When you start gathering, it's all going to just gather up there the same. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to measure it or anything like that. Just start pulling it through and gathering it. And if you want to save yourself some trouble, put some tape over the 2 edges that have the wire, because mine kept hanging onto my wire where you cut it off in the begin with. Just put a little bit of tape around there just to kind of keep it so you can glide right past those little nubs. And just kind of shape it out a little bit. If you have a little bit too much on one side versus the other side, you can just kind of shape it and pull it through. But you want to make sure that you do put a wire between each section so it does stay together. Go ahead and cut that section off, and I'm going to go ahead and add some wire because I'm going to do a color change here. So each section I'm doing a different color, except for 2 of them I'm going to do in blue together. And then just come back in with the red and do the same thing. Just wire that in. And then start gathering that. And you'll get a pattern going real quick once you start doing this. You'll see that there's an easy way to do this as you're going. Just make sure that you get each section really full, because you don't want that wreath form to show through. And you could use this same pattern for a lot of different wreaths, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's just an quick and easy wreath to make. And I'm not 100% sure because I haven't tried it, but I bet you could use that mesh ribbon as well and do the same thing. And we're going to go ahead and do 2 sections in the blue. And then we're going to finish it off. And we're going to add some stars in a little bit. Okay, now that you got that as full as you want, we're going to go ahead and paint some stars. I'm just taking 9 little stars. These are about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm painting them with white paint, the white chalk paint. And then I'm just going to set those aside and let them dry. And then I'm going to come in with some jute. And I'm going to make a rope to hold this through. Now, you make it whatever length you want. Just figure out exactly where you want to hang it. And then just tie that around and then tie that in a knot. Okay, then just the stars, I'm just kind of setting them up on top. You can kind of randomly put them however you want to. I'm just kind of spacing them out a little bit, putting them on the part that stands up a little better. And I'm just getting them glued in. This turned out really cute. I was real happy with this one. This one was pretty nice. Okay, next we're going to take one of the mirrors from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tape up the mirror part so that we can paint it. Just kind of curve up your tape a little bit, and it'll go in there real easily. Then I'm going to take it outside, and I'm going to spray paint it with some white paint, and then I'm going to come back in. I'm just going to paint it. I'm going to paint the little bitty ones, the little shorter ones with the blue paint, and then I'm going to alternate with the red and the white on the other ones. And then I'm also going to paint the edge of the front on the blue ones, but not the sides. Okay, then I'm going to come back in with some red paint, and I'm going to start adding the red. Then I went back in and I added some tape between the blue and the red so that I could paint down the sides of the red. Now, on the front part right here, I didn't show you on the blue, but when you get to the front edge, go ahead and paint the front edge of those just like that with the blue and the red. Then I'm going to take some paint and put it between the red and the blue so I can come down, because the edges stick out a little bit farther, and you can come down and paint the inside part. Just keeps it from getting the paint on the blue part. Okay, and then go ahead and paint the inside part of those. And then we're going to come back in and we're going to paint the white part as well with the chalk paint. And you don't have to go down the sides of that because it's already white. Okay, after that all dries, I'm going to go ahead and come in the inside of the mirror part, because it's kind of it didn't look good to me. It was kind of, you could see the glass between the outside edge. And I'm putting some jute on the inside. And then I'm going to put some jute on the outside as well. And then I'm just going to use this for a candle trivet. Just put a candle in the middle of it. And it turned out pretty cute. All right, all those were pretty easy projects. If you liked the video, hit like. If you want to see future videos, hit subscribe. If you want to be notified when I have another video, hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching.